It actually is a thicker formula. I feel like I'm getting a bit more coverage than the original MAC one. I feel like it's settling into my skin so beautifully. I love the way my skin looks. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be short. I have decided I'm coming in with no makeup because I'm sure that once I get all these products on my face, the colors and everything will be looking a little crazy. So I thought I'd just do my intro with no makeup and we can just jump right into the video because I am testing out, can you tell? Real versus a fake MAC. Now, pause this video right now and comment down below if you can tell which is a real one and which is a fake one. So yeah, I do have foundations to test out, and I bought these literally like a year ago. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen them there. I bought one of these, the fake one, a year ago for like 150 shillings, and then I finally got my hands on like the real MAC. So hopefully, first of all, I don't know what my MAC shade is, so hopefully this is actually it. I'm gonna be testing out foundations, a couple of liquid lipsticks. I tried to get as close matching shades as I possibly could, and a fake concealer palette. So yeah, if you want to see how all of this performs on my face in the shortest video ever to be on my channel, then keep watching. Also, I should mention, and this is how my videos end up being so long because I'm always mentioning something, but I should mention that this is new hair. I finally got the inches I was talking about. I do want to test it out and like wear it a bit before I really talk about it. So yeah, I'm not laying down any baby hairs because I don't want to get that wrong just like this early in the morning. It's not even that early, but like whatever. So yeah, don't judge me because I have no baby hairs on, but I am loving this hair so far. So anyway, as usual, I rarely ever remember to go in with primer, so I'm not gonna give either of these foundations any help because I have tried the MAC foundation before and it didn't really work for me. So the real one is the tiny bottle, the shorter one. This is the MAC Pro Longwear foundation, and this is the MAC Matchmaster foundation. This fake one, you know, the thing with fake products, especially when you're shopping at Dubois, is that DuBois, whatever you're comfortable calling it, it's Dubois. Yeah, you don't really get to choose like the products that you want. It's just, oh, we have MAC. This is the MAC that's available. So I actually have another one, but I don't know where it is. But this is because of the packaging and everything. I thought this would be the closest match to each other, maybe, hopefully. So this is the Matchmaster in NC50, which isn't even the names of the Matchmaster line of MAC foundations, but whatever. This is the Pro Longwear in NC50. So you're going to see what a real NC50 looks like compared to a fake one. So I'm just going to use my Thrive Cosmetics sponge because I am obsessed with using sponges for my foundation, and this one doesn't soak up much, so we will be able to see the type of coverage you can get with this product. So this is my face with the real MAC foundation, and honestly, it's not giving me as much coverage as I expected / hoped for because you know that I love full coverage, but I do feel like it does even out the skin pretty well, and it does look very, very skin-like. The shade isn't my perfect shade. I don't think. I feel like it's a little bit light for me, but I can make it work. Like I said, I don't actually know my MAC foundation shade, but yeah. Okay, so this is my face with the fake MAC foundation, and I feel like before I give my opinions on this, I need to clarify that I am not encouraging you to go out and buy fake foundation, especially like fake makeup just in general isn't good for you, but like fake foundation, because it's on your skin, it's being absorbed by your skin, it's really not good. Like that's how you break out and you end up with really bad skin just because you like try to cut corners instead of just getting an affordable foundation to begin with. However, I feel like, first of all, when you look at it in the bottle, this looks like a really neutral color. So when they say NC50, which is like the yellow version of MAC foundations, I didn't believe it. I thought it would be looking like ashy, like casket ready on me, because that's why I said in the intro that my face would be looking like two different colors. But it's actually quite yellow. I feel like it's matching my body pretty damn well. It's a thicker formula than the actual original MAC one. I feel like I'm getting a bit more coverage. I feel like it's settling into my skin so beautifully. I love the way my skin looks, but I'm kind of speechless. I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm kind of speechless. But I'm about to ruin all of this with a product. This is one of the first makeup products I ever bought because back then I wasn't like, growing up, I've never really been into makeup, so I didn't have anything. So I just went downtown and like went ham and got the MAC concealer because I thought, hey, this could be a really good place to start, you know? I don't really need to know my shade. I can just keep dipping and mixing and whatever until I make it work. But this concealer sucks. sucks so badly. You know what I'm gonna do, because I'm not really sure which concealer shade I should go in with, like which one will match the real one that I'm going to use. So I just picked up the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I love this concealer, but I have a whole concealer video coming, so I'm not gonna like get into it too much, but this is beautiful. I'm just going to go in with this on this half of my face, on like the real side, and then obviously I'll be cleaning in the sponge in between. But I do want to see what shade this is, and then I can sort of match the fake MAC one to the shade. I hope that makes sense. Now I can actually match this concealer to that shade, so I feel like I'm gonna go in with the first two colors and mix in a bit of yellow just to like warm it up, and then we'll see how that goes. It's a very, like, it's a cream, so it's a very thick consistency, so I do have to warm it up on my finger to get any amount of product out. But yeah, I feel like I'm going to use different fingers and then just go in with my eye, and then just go in on my eye and like hope they match each other. Oh, that's very pink. Yeah, this color is not working. This color is looking crazy. Okay, so take two. I really want to wear test the fake concealer, or just like switch over to my normal one and be done with this. But I really do want to see how it performs. So now I'm not even going to touch the lighter shades. I'm just going to go in with the darkest one, test it out in a very small area of my face. If it doesn't work out, we just move on to the other concealer and like be done with this. But yes, just using this on my finger. It's still too light for me. Like, how is this possible? Anyway, this is the medium palette, so I guess it makes sense that it would be a little bit light, but this is supposed to be the contour shade, so I mean, it is kind of working out though if I'm very, very careful with my placement. So I'm just going to warm this up with my finger and then blend it in with my sponge, and we'll see how that goes. So before I even do the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with the lipsticks. Again, this is a real one, this is a fake one. I'm going to do it on half my lip, like that's how I'm going to apply it, because I feel like the way lipstick performs on the top lip and the bottom lip is like different. So to be fair, I'm going to give each of them half my lip and we'll see which side holds up better. But I always with matte liquid lipsticks, I always go in with a little bit of lip balm, and it never affects the performance of the lipstick. So that's what I'm going to do here. We'll start with the real one. This is the MAC Retro, whatever, I don't know its name, lipstick in high heels. I really love the shade. I love this formula. The MAC one really works for me. I believe I bought this for $150, and I went to Dubois one time. And the first time I was looking for these lipsticks to like do this video, I found this for 300 shillings, and I was like, that's way too much money to spend on something fake that I'm never going to use. Then I went back and I found this for $150, so that's when I picked it up. So hopefully it works out. Oh, it's a different applicator. I mean, it's a different size bottle completely. But then if you compare between the real one and the fake one, you can see that even the wand is different. So this one is like flat and really, really good for like getting into those corners. Like for me, I always overline my lips. So this actually makes it, the real one actually makes it really easy. Whereas the fake one is just a normal like lip gloss lipstick applicator. So it's fine, but I do prefer the MAC one. And I think you can see already that it's a much, much lighter formula, because for the MAC one, I just did one swipe and then I touched my lips together and I got really good pigmentation on both parts of my lips. Whereas with this one, I kind of have to like go over it over and over and over again to like really build up the color. So this fake one, it's like a weird watery formula that's kind of getting everywhere, and it's kind of making me feel like a child applying lipstick. So yeah, I'm not a fan at all. It's not perfect, but I have tried to clean it up with a bit of concealer, and yeah, I feel like the difference is so clear. You can definitely see the difference between actual pigmentation versus light coverage. Nothing is there, just like a lip tint sort of thing happening on the fake side. So yes, this is my real side versus my fake side. We'll see how they hold up. So it is 11:52 a.m. I feel like it's safe to just call the check-in time 12, I guess, instead of 11:50, like whatever, just around that time. So yeah, I'm gonna wear these for hopefully 12 hours. I'm gonna try to do like check-ins every 4 hours just so we can see how it's holding up and like how it progresses throughout the day. But yeah, I'm gonna be eating and drinking, and we'll see how these lipsticks hold up. We'll see how the foundation holds up. So far, I am pretty damn impressed with the fake side, because I expected it to be like a hot mess, even though the undertone, we talked about undertones in like a previous video of mine. I'll link it up here in case you haven't seen it, but this is a much cooler concealer undertone versus the yellow concealer undertone on this side. I'm just going to end this here, go off and do the rest of my face, and then Yeah, also let me know if you want me to be like doing my face on camera and just like speeding it up so you can see what I'm actually putting on and how I'm like putting it on. But yeah, I'm gonna do the rest of my face and I'll be back for my next check-in. So it is now almost 12:50 p.m., which means I've been wearing this for 13 hours, and I knew that if I came back in for an 8-hour check-in, I would take off my makeup immediately. I really wanted to wear it and like test it out for a full working day, which for me is about 12 hours, where you need your makeup to look like presentable, you know? I did come in for a 4-hour check-in, and I'll include the footage here because I didn't really feel the need to say anything because I didn't really have much to say. There wasn't much happening with the foundation. It had started to look like a little bit oily, like a little bit greasy, but nothing too crazy, nothing where I felt like I needed to touch up necessarily. As you see my face right now, it is 13 hours later. I have not touched up one time, so this is exactly how it would look if you had no time for powdering, no time to like look in the mirror and like, you know, touch yourself up, fix yourself up, whatever. So yeah, again, I feel like I need to say that I am not encouraging you to buy fake makeup or use fake makeup. The only reason I can even test this out for a full day is because I have very non-sensitive skin, so my skin is like super tough. I never break out, I never like have any of those sensitivity issues. So if you have sensitive skin, using fake makeup can really mess you up. So do not, please do not. That said, the real side does feel slightly more matte than the fake side, but honestly, they're performing exactly the same. As I touch my face, you can see there is no transfer. They are both equally shiny. Okay, I hate the fake lipstick. Let's just start there. I hate it. I feel like it's so sheer, but even in its sheerness, it has held up exactly the same as the real one. So there is still more pigmentation on the real side, but I feel like the real side is the only one that has transferred to like my chin area, you know, as I'm eating and whatever. As my lips go like that, the real one has actually transferred down here because it's literally halfway towards the real, whereas on the fake side there is no transfer, but there is fading and it's much more apparent because the formula is just so thin and like sheer. So yeah, I hate the fake one. I definitely recommend the real one over that. The concealer is pretty much gone. Almost as soon as I finished filming like the beginning of this video, I did notice that it started fading, it started clumping and whatever, and you can see right here the darkness underneath my eyes is definitely coming through, whereas on the real side, that bomb concealer that I use is holding up so much better. I am still seeing a bit of darkness, so I do need to play around with it a bit more, but I am really impressed. So with the real side, that is. I feel like initially I may have gotten more coverage with the fake side, but right now as I'm looking like in a mirror, I feel like this side of my face just looks like flawless, whereas this side looks like it's lost coverage as the day has gone by. So I definitely feel like this side looks a lot more like dull and like foundation has faded away, whereas on this side I feel like everything still looks intact, still very skin-like, but like very glowy. And I'm not one that's like opposed to glow, especially when you can just take a sponge, no powder, no product on it whatsoever, and I'm just dabbing my face and like getting rid of that excess oil. Fixing my nose area, which wasn't too bad throughout the entire day. Like I feel like it did smudge a bit, but I felt like if I just touched it with a sponge like this, it would be fixed. So because this is my first time using the MAC foundation, I feel like I can say that this is definitely approved. Like I'm actually really impressed with the way it's held up, especially now that it's like somewhat blotted. I feel like it looks glowy and skin-like without looking greasy, without like falling apart, because I do see my pores, like my pores are super standing out. So you definitely have to use a primer with this. But after 12 hours, it hasn't broken up, it hasn't separated, it doesn't look ugly on my face. So I'm pretty impressed. Yeah, I feel like you can see for yourself. Okay, let me blot the fake side as well, just to be fair. I feel like now that I've blotted, I am seeing a lot more separation than I was when I was like glowy and just shining to the god. But it is mostly on the fake side. On the real side, I can see that it's kind of sitting on top of my skin. So maybe this is a foundation that you stop at like the 12-hour mark. But I do feel like it still looks a hell of a lot better than the fake side. And it's not the worst looking foundation I've ever had. I mean, you can obviously see the real MAC products work so much better than the fake ones. So yeah, I'm just going to end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Let me know if you've ever tried any MAC foundations and how they worked out for you, because I heard the stories of people who've never broken out breaking out from them, and I've always been too scared to touch it. But like, I'm not too mad at this. It's not my favorite foundation, but it's not the worst that I've ever tried. So hope to see you in my next video. Subscribe, thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video.